I'm Angry Gordon from NonjudgeMetal. You can check out NonjudgeMetal on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now iTunes.
And the fact is, I'm not giving Gene Simmons any more fucking money.
Right. We checked out a single. Nickelback has 3 metal songs on their fucking album, bro.
Nah, you lying.
3. Is this or is this not metal?
See, we had this argument, man. We were talking about it. It's like, no matter what, I don't care if they put out a whole metal record. I don't think I can like them. But credit where credit's due. I'm not going to say it's not a good riff.
It's definitely no Machine by Born of Osiris. I'll give you that.
No, of course not.
It is Nickelback with something that's
arguably better than what they put out.
People need to know that. I was just shocked.
I mean, yeah, I was shocked. I even played it for friends who were like, I was like, hey, check this out. And they listened to it, and I was like, it sounds like a metal song. They were like, yeah. I was like, yeah, this is that new Nickelback, crazy. And then they were like, wow, can't believe it. Like, not that I want to hear it again, but crazy.
And what I tell you, I got to hear at least 3 more songs off the album that are decent enough to say that, like, it's on the track to become metal. If it's not,
like, at the same time, like, I don't know. Nothing you can play me, I think, is going to sell me to this. I don't think you can sell this record to me.
I got one more.
I'll give you one more. That sounds very rock and roll. If you were trying to find a metal one, man, it sounds like Nickelback to me.
Newer Nickelback, not the old Nickelback of like the old days fucking Photograph and shit. You know
no, but I mean, they still have songs like that on those albums. You can go back and find them. But I can tell that's Nickelback.
But even with that song, knowing it's Nickelback, you'd have to say that like it doesn't sound as bad as the old Nickelback of.
It doesn't sound like the Photograph and shit, but but I never like.
How You Remind Me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, like that was the end of Nickelback in my book. But what about Cryptodira? Did you ever hear that?
Dude, I did listen to that. I did listen to that.
What do you think about that? Like it's not metalcore. It's almost deathcore. I'm trying to think who it reminds me of, and I can't even tell you.
It's something.
Because it's got like the djent riffs and shit in it, but it's got that deathcore type vocal shit to it. Is that groove or what is that? Melodic? Technical?
I don't know what kind of genre. It's I'm gonna say prog. It's definitely progressive metal of some kind because I mean listen to that, dude. It's floating all over the place in a very cohesive way.
True.
It's working. It's coherent. It flows very well together.
If his voice was a little higher, I would probably connect it to Coheed, but it's not high enough.
He's just got a great melody to him, man. He's got a great melody to him.
I think I got it. It's Cryptodira. Cryptodira.
Cryptodira. Yeah.
Dira.
That's what it looks like to me.
Cryptodira.
It's a Cryptodira.
Right, and that's in hell as on earth.
It's a slammer, man. That was a good song.
But this right here is
This is Cavalera Conspiracy Insane.
Insane.
Yeah, this is the one I've heard a bunch of times before the record come out, and now.
Have they always been on Napalm Record? I could have swore they were on like Nuclear Blast or Roadrunner.
I don't know what all record Cavalera Conspiracy
I don't know, because if it's a new record label, it might have a different sound to the album. So
no,
I don't know. Let's check it out.
There's not changing much Max's sound, man.
Pretty psychedelic and shit.
Dude, I actually fucking think that, I think that the Cavalera Conspiracy, this record, when did that come out?
This right here, I think it's released November 10th. It was published on October 6th. But I think the album releases out November 17th.
Yeah.
So, is that this past Friday?
Yeah, because I've heard a few songs off of it so far. Everything's been fucking solid. You know what I did on Friday? Well, no, actually I did it Thursday the 16th because I went to the pre-show.
What was that?
I went and saw that Justice League.
How did that go?
Well, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody.
No, I watched the first Justice League last night.
The first Justice League.
I'm trying to get hyped up for it.
What do you mean?
I didn't believe
Batman, Superman?
Yeah. Isn't that kind of like first Justice League?
I mean, that's the prequel to this. Kind of set in the same universe.
Right.
Man of Steel was the first one in this universe, and then Batman, Superman, and then they did Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman.
But it's like
and
you
then
said,
now they have the Justice League film.
Ben Affleck was born to play Batman. I didn't know that.
Dude, yeah, he killed it in this one too, man. He was solid. It's pretty. It's neat. You can tell that some things were altered. Like, I don't know if I followed a lot. I followed a lot of shit leading up with the release of this film, just because like I'm a big fucking dork when it comes to comics, man. But
right.
I absolutely think that I don't know, man. I think they killed it. I think this movie was great. I think if you like superhero stuff, or you like just action films, man, you're gonna enjoy it. So,
man, we're getting hyped up for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. Like I'm saying, you got ideas as far as what you're gonna have on your table?
No.
This lady might give
I
you
let
some
everybody
help.
else handle it. I'm
check this lady out, though. I'm saying she's got. Not a whole big difference, though, right? They're just moving the body
it's pretty
and shit.
funny.
I'm a fan of the riff.
I will say so far that the people at the beginning of this vehicle, now that these have showed up, the other ones were better dressed.
Probably, yeah. I don't know.
That dude's little head dip, man. That shit was perfect. Oh my God. If you're on the page, check that out. Thanksgiving feed.
Dude, it's actually a person, Zach Reeser.
Yeah.
He's got some other shit like that. He's really like a guitarist and I want to say like a music enthusiast.
Yeah, you put that together. That's pretty fucking funny, man. That's cool.
Shout out. I'll put you on the page because shit was good.
That shit was good.
It was good. I don't think I put.
Oh man, it's something. Yeah, we gotta go over right there.
I wasn't 100%.
Yeah, I know, because you're not a huge Faith No More fan.
I loved Epic, and like when
that was Mike Patton, Faith No More. See, Mike Patton joined after they had 2 albums before him. You know, who I'm a huge fan of. joined the band. Their original singer was the guy we're looking at this picture right there, Chuck Mosley, and he passed this week apparently, from what I'm understanding, of a heroin overdose.
Did they have any songs that were famous when he was singer?
We Care a Lot. That whole album was
We Care a Lot?
Yeah.
Well, that came out before Epic and before
yes.
all that. Okay. Well, I'll definitely go back through some Metal Homework.
I mean, I'll say just right off the bat, for me, I'm a bigger fan of the Patton era stuff. Like, I think most people are when it comes to Faith No More, but like that We Care a Lot stuff is I mean, it's still looked at really highly by a lot of old school fans,
right?
Man. And they had a cool thing going for him, man, and he he was unique in his own way, and he brought a lot to it, and he even did some reunion stuff with them and came back and played on stage with them. I mean, like, you can see him right there still jamming out at his age, but yeah.
I know I heard Epic on the radio not too long ago, because I did finally put on my radio stations and shit in on the car I got, and I think it was on the Bayer 105.3, and
he was on We Care a Lot and Introduce Yourself before Real Thing.
Damn, so
just before we get into it. Yeah, 2 full albums with it. We Care a Lot was their debut album.
If there's anything we know about debut and like first albums, 9 times out of 10 they're better than the shit they made after they got the paycheck and shit. I could be wrong, but nonetheless. Did you see this?
I haven't checked this out yet.
The Verge with a song called Salem. Maybe I'm a little biased.
I get what you're saying. Click on it. Let's check it. Let me hear what we got going here. So they got 2 guitars, no basses?
Some of them might have 8 or 7 strings on the shit, so bilingual job in it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think they don't have a bassist.
Yeah,
actually.
definitely don't think they got a bass.
Not bad though.
But no, yeah.
Comparatively.
Past the Verge, Salem.
Salem.
Have to keep a look at those guys, man.
You don't know where it's at. On NonjudgeMetal. Did you use Retreats?
I don't think so.
Big Fun Face. I'm saying, like, they made a video for it.
Oh, for
Jesus Retreats.
the Big Dumb Face? Okay.
No, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're not ready for it, it might fucking cast you.
It's the crazy one.
We'll see. Yeah, it's this is definitely
So sweet.
yeah.
Gotta match my pick. Starting to play with this pick again now, so pick of Destiny.
You actually got a pick of motherfucking Destiny?
Doesn't work that bad neither, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't drop that pick at all.
Now we can't win and pay the rent because we won't be powered by Satan. I literally watched that the other day. I'm not even going to bullshit you. I literally watched the Pick of Destiny the other day.
So many people fucking hate. I think it was you that actually originally got me into Tenacious D and shit when they were first.
It was.
Like, the whole...
And my favorite part of that whole thing was where Paul F. Tompkins pops up and he's just like, Satan's not in the tooth. It's in your heart.
Yeah.
It's what makes you not want to exercise or go to work. You know?
True.
Tell the truth. I was like, that's great. They nailed it. You're judgmental. All right, so go ahead and go with the Shadow. That's like the big song.
Shadow's a good one.
Yeah, I've talked about it before, but let's just go ahead and let them hear it, man. Kicks in, it's got a good groove, and then. Yeah. like I said, man, the melody on it, like that groove, dude. Dude's got a wicked fucking set of pipes on that screen.
I'll give you that.
Highly impressed me live, dude. That guy climbed on railings and was diving, doing flips into the crowd while he was singing. I mean, they got a lot of energy. Definitely a band to catch, and I can't hype that record up enough. That Toothgrinder, The Shadow off our Phantom Amour.
Phantom Amour.
Yeah, I kept thinking it was Armor, but I was reading it wrong because I'm a dopehead.
We're gonna
but like, yeah, I think Angry even said, I believe he told me, and I'll have to double check that, but I believe he said that they were added onto that Rockville Bandcamp, and it's called Symphony Heaven.
It's off of the Season of Death album, and this song.
How many tracks we got?
We can only listen to 2 of them off the 8.
Oh, okay, that he has on there, but it's 8 tracks.
He recommended, I guess, In Anger's Mists.
Okay.
So this is what he posted on our page.
All right, and before we play this, you guys, I haven't heard it yet, but you have, and just to be up front, you're not a big fan of this type of.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more or less the vocals. If he could work on possibly getting just better vocal caliber.
And we're not trying to be judgmental when we do it, but at the same time, like, you know, we got to be honest about things, just like we are with how much we, you know. Like, I hate major artists like Disturbed and Godsmack, so, I mean, it's not like I'm trying to, you know, crap on anybody, but I'm curious because regardless whether we like it or hate it, we hope that, you know, you at least check it out. Man, we do support everyone on Bandcamp, and,
definitely.
You know, you put the effort out there and then in the talent, so, I mean, we're going to give it a go. Let's see what's up with it. Okay.
Minute deep. What do you think?
So far, I'm actually okay with it. I'm not a big fan of those style of vocals,
Right.
but I know they exist in other metal, and I know that there are people who are a fan of that style. So I'm not gonna crap on it, but to me, I'm that styling is not for me. So
Right.
So far, I'm not big on that. But as far as like the groove and the jam,
Without a doubt, like I said.
yeah, man, he's got it going. So and is this the guy that does it all himself?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's
Yeah.
impressive. That's impressive. Composing all that music right there. So.
I just take a little more time.
No, I want to hear the whole thing. So let's get back in. I mean, you can headbang to it. So I mean, we'll give it that. All right, so I'm about through it now.
It's not the worst thing ever.
No, here's my opinion on it. Right off the bat, like, first of all, man, I love independent artists. I will say that I think it's ironic that it is a one-man solo project called Symphony of something.
True.
That's funny to me, but that's just me being nitpicky and my little bit of cynicism. But dude, you got some chops, man. I mean, you composed it yourself. That's wildly impressive. I can't do it, so I'm not gonna do on that. But yeah, in my opinion, like just like with you, I'm gonna say the vocals could use some work. That's it.
About it. Yeah,
that's me.
About it.
That's me on it.
Right.
I'm a vocalist. I've sang in bands before, and I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm better or any of this or worse or whatever. That's not what it's about. But no. But like, you know, I guess what I'm saying is like, yeah, just to me, like, that's not my styling of it. So I'm listening to it, and that's kind of sticking out to me a little bit. But as far as the music's concerned and like the orchestration and how the rhythm with the vocals went with the music, still all that, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 on that, man. With the effort on it, dude, put the music together, all that's good. I'm not a big fan of your vocals, brother. That's it. That'd be really my only gripe.
Are you gonna give it a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10? Like, because I'm saying out of 5, that makes it a little bit more. So I'm saying, like, what if it went out of 100? I'd probably give it 66, just because the vocals mean that much to me. But that's just me.
Vocals mean a lot to me too.
Right.
But I'm also taking into consideration the factor of this as an independent artist putting his own music out there, recording, playing, and setting it all up himself. And vocals aren't easy, and writing those lyrics and rhythms and putting it together and doing it, and not everybody has like the it factor or that certain sound that everybody's looking for.
Right.
It's why you might like a band that I don't like, a major artist. But regardless of I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just going on the 4 out of 5 scale just as like an example. I think that the effort he put into it obviously is tremendous. It's heavily impressive. It's heavy as hell. I love that. That's awesome.
Right.
It had a good groove to it. McGruff loves a groove, so I mean, I can't down on it. I can't down on it at all. I just, like I said, the vocal stylings, that's not for me. It sounded like it could use a little bit more work with it. Maybe
overdrive on the actual vocal.
Yeah.
Filter or some shit like that.
And that's us being a little judgmental.
Definitely.
So, but my non-judgmental part of me is also extremely hyped up too, because I think that keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, because even if we're saying, hey, we didn't like that part of it, somebody else will, and they will, spread your word, man. They'll spread your stuff, and they'll enjoy it, and they'll show up at your shows. And I mean, don't stop just because we were. I mean, it's not like, that's the musician's creed. You got to deal with it. Some people aren't going to like what you put out, but I do like what you put out. I think that it sounds pretty good. I would just maybe work on that, unless you don't want to. I'm not trying to be too. I don't know.
I'm
do
saying
that.
like it's tough, but
yeah, I don't want to like crap on anybody's hard work. I'm just trying to be as honest or as honest as I can about that aspect on it. I like vocals a lot, just like you, so that means a lot to me. So, but dude, good work, keep it up, and anything else you want to share, we'll share it out there.
Right. I know on 18 we talked about a band called BoughtXblood.
Yeah, we met them at Lodi Kong.
Right, but we never really actually like experienced most of their music and shit until we did, but like we didn't really like promote it on the show itself.
Well,
we just
I'm gonna click that subscribe button.
Right.
And
we didn't
let's jam
actually,
up a song here for him.
Without a doubt, I'm trying to think. Did we just go with the 40 Stripes?
You pick one, and I'm gonna be surprised with whatever, man. Because like those guys were rocking. They were cool dudes. I'm very curious to see what they got going on. So.
Right. This almost got 10,000 views. If we can get it up to 10,000, that'd be great. But
yeah,
about a year ago, 40 Stripes, Brought by Blood.
I'm excited about this, man.
Dude, they're fucking heavy.
They were great guys.
When we met them, yeah. I was surprised to hear how nice the music was, though. Definitely go see them live.
Yeah, I say we get a shot to do that. We do it, man, because that was excellent, man. We definitely hope that you guys are definitely still fans of us, because we are definitely fans of you. We will share and help promote anything you put out, man. Absolutely, just amazing.
Right.
So I'm glad we actually got to put that on here today.
Right. Did you hear about Lars Ulrich though? Talking about, I think it was Cliff Burton. If Cliff Burton had to actually give any type of credibility to the Metallica of today, like he
Black Load Reload albums, I remember reading that. Yeah,
right.
As Lars said, he would have liked every one of them.
Those, but any of the new shit, like I don't know if he would have liked Death Magnetic and shit. But if not,
I like Death Magnetic better than I liked.
But a lot of people fucking hated Load and Reload.
I wasn't a big fan of Reload, but I like Load. Load gets more shit than it deserves.
Didn't Reload have Unforgiven 2 on it though, or the Unforgiven it was another track where they redid some shit, but they did it better in my eyes. I liked all the Unforgivens if you ask me, but none of
Unforgiven 3 as well.
Did they do Unforgiven 3?
It's on Death Magnetic.
Holy fuck! I might have to check that out.
Oh my goodness! You know what I like? See. I saw them after Death Magnetic. I'll tell you my quick Metallica story. I love Metallica. I grew up on Metallica.
Right.
All throughout the 80s when I was little metal McGruff, I was telling you the stories before.
Right.
And the Black Album and all that came, and I still liked it then. And Load came out, and a lot of people, I remember not liking it as much when it was released, but I still enjoyed it. But I was also at that age where I didn't consider, I was the fact like, oh, why isn't it like it was? Why is it changing?
Oh.
I didn't consider the fact that musicians grow and develop, and like human beings, their wants and needs and desires and what they want to put out and the music they want to make is more of a priority to them than it is to me.
Right.
I think Metallica lost some fans in that process, whatever. So, like, I'm going to give the credibility to Lars when he says that and say that Cliff Burton probably would have liked it because, like, I mean, look how, like we reported earlier on how his dad gives all his royalties locally to, like, the school and stuff and, like, you know, people and things like that. Like, he donates them. He's very charitable with that money. Like, in that same regard, I think that, I think he would like him because I think he was obviously an open-minded and kind and caring person. And honestly, if he was there might not have been a Black Load or Reload. We don't know what would have happened with it. Those albums could have been completely different. Like, you know, I mean...
Like, I proved a point that, like, look, I think that you can do it without actually having to pay money. I think you can.
And that's why I put it out there for people when I advertise it for people, when I share it and I try to get it out there. I tell people, like, it's free. It's free. This is something we're doing for fun, just like, you know...
The podcast is so synonymous with Patreon and fucking PayPal and donations and shit.
Accurate.
And, like, everybody wants you to give them something in order for them to put time in. We're just having fun, though. And we're just trying to let you guys know about the new metal coming out and shit, because I'm looking online at all these groups and everybody's looking, is there any new metal bands coming out and shit? Any new metal? I see there's a niche appeal for whatever we got going on here because...
Absolutely, like, man. You walk in your buddy's house and you hear something new and you go, what the fuck is that?
Right.
And then you dive right into it and you fall in love. And if, you know, you hadn't asked or hadn't checked into it or walked in 5 minutes later, you might have never heard it. Like,
you just don't have those good friends that listen to decent music and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people are surrounded with
I've had people
shitheads and shit.
All my life tell me, they're like, dude, you're always spreading the good metal around. Dude, I love metal. I think it makes a great community. I think the people in the metal community are fucking awesome. I think that it bridges gaps, just like when we went to that show and we hung out with that gentleman from another country who had experienced a obvious racism that day. Just like you go to I've met women at metal shows that there's not been, you know, it's like I'm not flirting with them. There's no ulterior agenda. I'm just talking to a fellow metalhead. Like, you know, it's just that when I feel like go to those places, there's less hate, there's less animosity, there's less judgment. It's a good place to go to enjoy yourself. Any problems people have there are personal. They're not generally social issues.
Right. And
I love that. I love that about the community itself, and that means a lot to me, and I'm happy with it. But no, like it is like the whole non-judgmental thing. Like it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of it's kind of a joke of itself because you're going to be naturally judgmental sometimes. There's no fucking way to be non-judgmental all the time. We just listened to a guy's song who sent it to us because he wanted us to check it out and push it for him a little bit. We didn't like a part of that. We were very honest about it, but that doesn't mean that that's bad music.
Right.
We have to be non-judgmental on it and still promote it because, and not have to, like, forced. I don't want to.
Right, but the only thing we can hope to do with that promotional review,
with anyone,
to just let him know what we would do.
Any band,
if
any
we
band.
felt it.
Like, you know, I mean, like, I just feel like I grew up playing in bands, and I know people would hear it, and they'd be like, "Is this you?" And I'd be like, "Yeah," and I could tell they didn't like it, and they'd be like, "It's really good." And I always hated that because I was like, you're not going to learn unless somebody's talking to you about it. You know, so, but I mean, we weren't, I didn't bring that up to judge. I'm just saying, like, the whole non-judgmental thing is, it's like, it's impossible to be completely non-judgmental. But it's not impossible to try to open your mind up and listen to things and be honest about what you like and don't like about it. Like, dude, one of my favorite bands is Weezer. That is obviously not a metal band. I've said, cut the tape. But, you know, and I've said I've liked them before, and I think that they do have some metal riffs. They obviously, if you listen to them, were very heavily inspired by the Iron Maiden, Slayer era of that metal. Like, they got it in there, and they even sing about it in some of their songs. But and that's what speaks, like I said, community to me. So that's what non-judgmental is all about.
Yeah, our fucking main host and shit, big fan of Weezer. Non-judgmental.
Exactly. It's just being a fan of Weezer, and, you know, after a while you just turn the metal off and you just listen to Weezer all day, and then you hang out with your cats. And this has been 21.
I'm Angry Gordon from NonjudgeMetal. You need to check out NonjudgeMetal on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now iTunes.